For millennia, the Amazon has been a world unto itself, a vibrant, sprawling kingdom of life, humming with a constant, complex symphony of sound. The Amazon was never silent, but lately, it has started revealing what it hid for centuries. Deep within its verdant, impenetrable heart, a change is occurring. The ancient whispers are growing louder, taking form. It seems as if this dense jungle has finally opened its darkest chapters, and the anomalies are stepping out, blinking into the light of our modern world, challenging everything we thought we knew about the natural order of this planet. Creatures no book ever mentioned and life forms that shouldn't exist are now being seen, their images captured fleetingly by bewildered explorers and local inhabitants. These are not mere curiosities, they are echoes of a forgotten time, biological impossibilities that defy our neat classifications and scientific understanding. From the murky depths of its winding rivers to the highest canopies that brush against the clouds, the Amazon is surrendering its most profound enigmas. One by one, these living paradoxes are emerging from the shadows, forcing us to question the very boundaries of reality and imagination. What forces are compelling this great unveiling? Is it our own relentless encroachment into these last wild places, or is it something else entirely? A cycle perhaps, as old as the forest itself, now turning to a new, previously unseen page. We stand at the precipice of discovery, armed with cameras and drones, peering into a world that was supposed to have vanished with the dinosaurs. The time has come to listen, to watch, and to wonder at the secrets the Amazon is now willing to share. These are the stories of the impossible, made real. Our journey into the unexplained begins not in the Amazon's depths, but on its periphery, in the arid landscapes of Mexico, where caves puncture the earth like ancient wounds. It was here, in 2023, that a group of urban explorers seeking adventure found something far more profound and unsettling. As they approached the gaping mouth of a remote cave, their cameras captured a figure. It was tall, impossibly so, standing motionless at the threshold between sunlight and subterranean darkness. Its limbs were unnaturally long and slender, its form skeletal, yet it possessed an undeniable presence, a stillness that was both patient and unnerving. The footage, grainy and shot from a distance, shows the explorers' hesitation. They call out, but the figure remains utterly still, a silent sentinel guarding the entrance to the underworld. It doesn't appear to be a trick of the light, nor a strangely shaped rock formation. The proportions are distinctly humanoid, yet elongated to a degree that defies human anatomy. Theories erupted online almost immediately. Was this a genuine sighting of a cryptid, a creature of local legend known as a gentle, or perhaps something else entirely, an undiscovered species of primate adapted to a life in the eternal twilight of caves? Whatever it was, it chose not to engage. As the explorers debated their next move, the figure simply was. It neither threatened nor retreated. It just stood, a stark, black silhouette against the gloom, a question mark given form. The encounter leaves us with a chilling thought. We explore these remote places assuming we are the only intelligent observers. But what if, in the darkness, something has been observing us all along? The explorers eventually retreated, leaving the silent watcher to its vigil, its identity and purpose lost to the shadows from which it emerged. We plunge now into the very heart of South America, to the swamps and rivers of Brazil, where a discovery was made that could rewrite our understanding of prehistory. In the Miocene epoch, some 60 million years ago, these lands were ruled by Titanoboa, a serpent of such colossal size, it beggars belief. A snake over 40 feet long and weighing more than a ton. Science assured us it was long extinct, a fossilized memory of a warmer, larger world. But in 2022, a team of biologists, surveying a remote wetland, stumbled upon a site that challenged that certainty. They were navigating a narrow waterway when they saw it, the shed skin of a snake. This alone is not unusual, but the scale of it was simply impossible. It was wider than a man's torso and stretched for an astonishing, immeasurable length into the murky water. Following this incredible clue, they later captured drone footage that has since become legendary. In the footage, a serpentine body of immense girth and length can be seen moving just beneath the surface, its path carving a powerful wake. The sheer size of the creature is staggering, dwarfing the nearby caimans, and easily matching the dimensions of its fossilized ancestor. Could a creature like Titanoboa have somehow survived? Could a relic population have persisted for 60 million years, hidden away in the world's largest, most inaccessible swamp? The Pantanal? The idea is a biological heresy. An animal of that size would require a massive amount of food and a very specific, stable environment. Yet the evidence, however fleeting, is compelling. The explorers who saw it speak of a primal fear, an instinctual terror at witnessing something that should not be. The giant of the past, it seems, may not be a ghost after all, but a living, breathing titan, still ruling its ancient, watery kingdom. Our world is full of evolutionary echoes, creatures that carry the traits of their distant ancestors, but sometimes, an echo can be so loud it sounds like a roar from the past. We travel now to the arid landscapes of Western India, a place of stark contrasts, where scorched deserts meet life-giving rivers. It is here that a truly mythological beast was reportedly seen, not once but multiple times in 2021. Local villagers and later, a group of amateur naturalists, reported seeing a creature that defied all biological norms. A snake with the distinct head of a dragon. The descriptions are remarkably consistent. The creature is said to have the sinuous, scaled body of a large snake, perhaps 10 to 12 feet in length. But its head is where the anomaly lies. It is described as being broader, more structured than a typical serpent's, with defined ridges above the eyes, flared nostrils, and even small horn-like protrusions. Its coloration is said to be a vibrant, almost metallic green, catching the sun in a way that makes it seem otherworldly. It was seen both on the dry, cracked earth of the desert and, more unnervingly, swimming with serpentine grace in a nearby river. Skeptics were quick to dismiss the sightings, suggesting misidentification of a known species, perhaps a large monitor lizard or a python with a deformity. Yet no known reptile in the region matches the astonishing descriptions. Could this be an extreme case of atavism, a genetic throwback where ancient dormant traits from the archosaur ancestors of both lizards and snakes, have suddenly re-emerged? The idea of a dragon snake sounds like pure fantasy, but nature has produced wonders far stranger. The creature remains at large, a living myth that haunts the Indian desert, a reminder that the blueprints of evolution are complex and can sometimes yield a masterpiece of the unexpected. The Amazon River basin, is often described as a green ocean of trees, stretching for millions of square miles. For centuries, legends have spoken of the Yakumama, the mother of the water, a colossal serpent said to be so large it can level forests and change the course of rivers. To scientists, it's always been a myth, just a folktale. But in 2019, a piece of footage emerged that made even the most hardened skeptics pause. Filmed from a boat on a tributary of the Amazon, the video is shaky, and, honestly, you can hear the voices of the people filming, filled with a mixture of terror and awe. The camera pans across the dense, uniform green of the jungle canopy, and then, it appears, rising slowly, impossibly, above the treetops, is a long, dark neck. It's smooth, serpentine, and utterly colossal. It holds its position for a moment, head unseen, surveying the landscape from a vantage point dozens of feet above the ground. Then, as slowly as it appeared, it retracts, sinking back down into the impenetrable green, leaving only the swaying trees and the stunned silence of the witnesses. The sheer scale is, well, difficult to comprehend. For a neck to rise that high, the creature's body must be of unimaginable proportions. The footage went viral, sparking a global debate. Was it a cleverly constructed fake? Some analysts claim it is. But others, including experts in fluid dynamics and animal locomotion, have noted the natural, plausible way the object moves. Theories abound. Could it be a gigantic, undiscovered species of cobra, capable of raising a third of its body off the ground? If so, its full length would be terrifying to contemplate. Or is it something else entirely, something more akin to the sauropod dinosaurs of old? The Amazon keeps its secrets well, but this brief, terrifying glimpse suggests the legend of the Yakumama may be no legend at all. From the ancient mysteries of the Amazon, we travel to the humid, alligator-infested swamps of Florida, USA. Here, the top predator is the American alligator, a formidable reptile that can reach lengths of 15 feet. They're kind of like modern-day dinosaurs, rulers of their domain. But a story from a group of seasoned hunters near the town of Leyburg suggests that something much, much larger lurks in the cypress-stained waters. In the dead of night, they were tracking what they thought was a trophy-sized bull gator, following its trail to the edge of a large, isolated pond. What they saw there, illuminated by their powerful flashlights, made them freeze in their tracks. Resting on the bank was an alligator of such monstrous proportions, it seemed to belong to a different era. They estimated its length at over 25 feet, its head alone the size of a small car, its back ridged with scutes as large as dinner plates. Its eyes, catching the light, glowed with a cold, primeval intelligence. This was no ordinary alligator, it was a giant, a throwback to the colossal crocodilians of the Cretaceous period, like Deinosuchus, which once hunted dinosaurs. Terrified, the hunters backed away slowly, abandoning their hunt. Their story was met with disbelief, but they were adamant. They spoke of its sheer bulk, a creature so massive its movements seemed to make the very ground tremble. Could a genetic anomaly, a quirk of gigantism, produce such an outlier, or, in the isolated nutrient-rich swamps of Florida, has a lineage of ancient giants somehow persisted, undetected by science? The hunters have never returned to that pond. They say some things are best left alone, and the Godzilla Gator of Leberg, as they call it, is one of them. It remains out there, a king in its dark, watery kingdom. The line between the living and the long-dead is, we assume, absolute. Fossils are rock, the mineralized memory of life. But a discovery in the sprawling Cherokee National Forest of Tennessee is blurring that line in a truly astonishing way. Paleontologists were excavating the remains of an Apalachiosaurus, a smaller cousin of the mighty T-Rex that roamed these lands 77 million years ago. As they carefully worked to free the fossilized bones from the earth, they noticed something extraordinary. The preservation was unlike anything they had ever seen. Deep within the fossilized femur, protected from the elements for eons, they found something that should not have been there: soft, flexible tissue. When examined under a microscope, they identified what appeared to be blood vessels and even red blood cells, still retaining their color and structure. This is, by all accounts, impossible. Organic material is supposed to decay completely within at most 1,000,000 years. Yet here was tissue that was seemingly 77 times older than that, preserved with a fidelity that defied all known laws of fossilization. The discovery has sent shockwaves through the scientific community. It opens up the tantalizing, world-changing possibility of extracting ancient proteins, and perhaps even fragments of dinosaur DNA. The implications are staggering, moving the concept of reviving extinct species from the realm of science fiction closer to scientific possibility. The find suggests that under very specific, perfect conditions, the forest can act as a perfect tomb, preserving its ancient inhabitants in a way we never thought possible. The Apalachiosaurus of Cherokee Forest is no longer just a collection of bones, it is a time capsule, holding the biological secrets of a lost world. We are drawn now to the world beneath our feet, to the dark, hidden waterways that flow through underground caves. It is a realm of perpetual night, where life often takes strange turns. In 2021, a team of speleologists exploring a newly discovered cave system in the American Midwest made a capture that has, baffled biologists ever since. In a clear subterranean pool, they netted a crayfish, but this was no ordinary crustacean. Its eyes glowed with an intense, fiery red light, like two burning embers in the darkness. And then, there was its size. The creature's body was immense, far larger than any known species of freshwater crayfish in North America. Its shell was a dark, almost black color, and its claws were powerful and unusually shaped. At first, the team thought the glowing eyes might be a trick of their headlamps, a simple reflection. But even in complete darkness, the eyes emitted their own distinct, steady, bioluminescent light. This was not reflection, this was generation. No known crayfish on Earth has this ability. They managed to capture the specimen and bring it to the surface, where it was confirmed real by astonished experts at a nearby university. It is an entirely new species, perhaps even a new genus. The question that now perplexes scientists is, why the glowing eyes? In a world of total darkness, bioluminescence is often used to attract mates or lure prey. Is this creature a highly specialized predator, using its demonic-looking eyes to mesmerize the strange, blind fish of its underground world? The glowing crayfish is a testament to the fact that even in well-explored continents, entire ecosystems of bizarre, unknown life are waiting to be found right under our noses. Science sometimes creates anomalies not through discovery, but through invention, revealing nature in a way that appears utterly alien. A video that emerged from a biological laboratory in 2023 shows what looks like a creature from another planet. It is a chameleon, but it is almost completely transparent. You can see right through its skin, its muscles, and watch its tiny heart beating, its lungs inflating, and food digesting in its stomach. It is a living, moving ghost, a window into the intricate machinery of life. This remarkable effect was not a genetic mutation. It was achieved through a complex process called diaphanization, or clearing and staining. Scientists use a series of chemicals to render the animal skin and muscle tissues transparent, while using special dyes to color the bones, cartilage, and nerves. The technique is used to study anatomy without dissection, allowing for a complete, three-dimensional view of an organism's internal structure. The chameleon in the video was already deceased, but the process preserves it in such a lifelike state that it appears to be merely sleeping. While the glass lizard is a product of the lab, it forces us to look at the natural world with fresh eyes. It peels back the curtain of skin and scale, revealing the breathtaking complexity that lies beneath. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest whale, is a universe of interconnected systems, a biological marvel of engineering. The video is a stark and beautiful reminder that even the most familiar animals are, on the inside, as strange and wonderful as any cryptid we could imagine. Their inner workings a hidden world of alien-looking landscapes. The legend of the Loch Ness Monster is perhaps the world's most famous cryptid tale. For decades it has inspired speculation and countless expeditions, but what if Nessie is not alone? What if similar, unknown creatures inhabit other deep cold lakes around the world? In the summer of 2022, a lone fisherman on a quiet, remote lake in Scandinavia had an encounter that suggests just that. He was in his small boat, enjoying the morning stillness, when the water in the center of the lake began to churn violently. He grabbed his phone, expecting to see a school of fish or perhaps a seal, but what broke the surface was something else entirely. He describes a long, thick neck, gray and smooth like leather, rising from the water. At its top was a small head, which swiveled, surveying its surroundings, before a second and then a third hump of a massive body arched out of the lake. He estimated the visible length of the creature to be at least 30 feet. It moved with a powerful, undulating grace, creating a wake that rocked his small boat. The fisherman, an experienced outdoorsman, was adamant that it was not a whale, a seal, or any other animal he recognized. The creature seemed ancient, primeval. His shaky footage shows a large, dark shape moving through the water, and while it is not definitive, it corroborates his incredible story. The encounter is a chilling echo of the classic Loch Ness sightings. The long neck, the multiple humps, the deep cold water habitat. It suggests that perhaps these legends are not just folklore, but fragmented memories of a real, surviving species of marine reptile, a plesiosaur-like animal, hiding in the cold, dark depths of forgotten lakes. Crocodiles are creatures of the tropics and subtropics. Their cold-blooded physiology makes it impossible for them to survive in frigid northern climates. This is a fundamental rule of biology. But you know, in the autumn of 2021, a team of university researchers in the state of Maine, up in the northeastern United States, made a catch that just, well, defies this rule completely. They were conducting a survey of invasive species in a large, deep lake that's known for its cold temperatures, which can drop near freezing in winter. Their nets, which were actually designed for large fish, brought up something they could not believe. It was a crocodile, and it was colossal. After a difficult and dangerous struggle, they managed to sedate and measure the beast. It was just shy of 30 feet long, a size that would be a world record even for a saltwater crocodile in Australia. But this was a freshwater lake, thousands of miles north of any known crocodile habitat. The animal was alive and honestly, seemingly healthy, a biological impossibility thriving in an environment that should have killed it. Its discovery has created a firestorm of questions with no easy answers. How did it get there? It's way too large to have been an escaped pet. Could it have traveled up the coast and through rivers? That's pretty unlikely, given the cold Atlantic temperatures. The most radical theory suggests it is part of a previously unknown population, a species or subspecies of crocodile that has, against all odds, adapted to the cold. Perhaps, like some turtles, it can hibernate at the bottom of the lake during the winter. The Maine croc is a true anomaly, a creature that breaks one of the most basic rules of nature and forces us to reconsider the limits of life on our planet. The Amazon rainforest is home to the greatest diversity of spiders on Earth, including the largest, the Goliath bird eater, but even seasoned arachnologists are not, prepared for everything the jungle has to hide. In early 2024, a team of wildlife experts documenting canopy life in a remote part of Peru made a discovery that, honestly, has been described as the stuff of nightmares. High in the branches, they found a web of incredible size and strength, its silk as thick as fishing line. And in the center of the web was its creator. It was a spider-like creature, but one of monstrous proportions. Its leg span, they estimated, was nearly 3 feet across. Its body was dark and bulbous, but its most terrifying feature was its head. Instead of the simple array of eyes found on most spiders, this creature had 2 large forward-facing eyes that seemed to glow with a faint luminescence, giving it an unnervingly intelligent and predatory appearance. Its chelicerae, or fangs, were enormous, and it moved with a speed and agility that was, well, shocking for an animal of its size. The team, observing from a safe distance, was stunned into silence. This was no known species. Its unique combination of features, the sheer size, the arrangement of its eyes, its arboreal nature, places it outside any known family of arachnids. Is it a true spider that has evolved to an incredible size? Or is it something else? A relic from an earlier, more gigantic age of arthropods? The experts retreated, leaving the colossal weaver to its high-perched kingdom. They brought back only blurry photographs and a story that has sent a shiver through the scientific community, a tale of a spider giant that truly embodies the deepest fears of the jungle. Legends of tiny winged humanoids, fairies, pixies, sprites, are found in cultures all over the world. They are usually dismissed as folklore, the product of fanciful imagination, but a bizarre encounter in a Florida state park in 2020 suggests there may be a grain of truth to these ancient tales. A family, just enjoying a picnic, watched in amazement as a piece of bark seemed to peel away from an old oak tree. But it wasn't bark. It was a creature, and it was taking flight. According to multiple witnesses, the being was tiny, no more than 5 or 6 inches tall. It had a perfectly formed miniature humanoid body, with slender arms and legs, and from its back unfurled a pair of delicate insect-like wings, which buzzed almost silently as it hovered in the air for a moment. It seemed to look at the stunned family with an intelligent curiosity, before darting away into the dense foliage with incredible speed. The entire encounter lasted no more than 10 seconds. The family's story was ridiculed by many, but the details they provided were specific and consistent. The creature's skin was described as being bark-like in texture and color, explaining how it could have been so perfectly camouflaged against the tree. This sighting, and others like it from around the world, raises a fascinating question. Could an undiscovered species of primate, or perhaps even an insect, have evolved through convergent evolution to have a strikingly humanoid appearance? Or are the old legends true? Perhaps the deep woods still hold their secrets, and tiny winged people are not just a fairy tale. From the realm of fairies, we turn to a creature of even greater mythological stature, the griffin, a legendary beast with the body of a lion and the head and wings of an eagle. For thousands of years, it has been a symbol of power and majesty, a creature confined to art and story. At least that was the case until a tourist visiting the dense, ancient forests of Germany captured something unbelievable on video. While hiking on a remote trail, he heard a strange cry from above. He pointed his camera towards the sound, and for a few fleeting seconds, he filmed a creature that perfectly matched the description of the mythical griffin. The footage, though distant and shaky, clearly shows a large, four-legged animal with a feline body, tawny in color, but its head is distinctly avian, with a hooked beak, and attached to its shoulders are a pair of large, feathered wings. The creature is seen perched on a high, rocky outcrop before it launches into the air, soaring powerfully out of frame. The video has been endlessly analyzed. While many have cried hoax, citing the difficulty of faking such a creature, no evidence of digital manipulation has been found. Could it be a real animal? The biological hurdles are immense. The fusion of mammal and bird is a genetic impossibility in our current understanding of life. Yet, the video exists. Is it possible that, in the isolated, fairy tale forests of Germany, a creature so strange, so impossible, has managed to survive, giving rise to the very legends that we have always dismissed as fantasy? The griffin of the German woods remains a tantalizing enigma, a myth that has perhaps taken flight into reality. The state of Florida was once home to a unique subspecies of canid known as the Florida black wolf. smaller and darker than its gray wolf cousins. It was declared extinct in the early 20th century, a casualty of hunting and habitat loss. Its ghost has haunted the state's folklore ever since, with sporadic, unconfirmed sightings whispered among locals. But in 2022, a trail camera set up by a wildlife biologist in a remote swamp captured an image that has officially brought the ghost back to life. The photograph is stunningly clear. It shows a large wolf, but it is unlike any known to be in the region. It is enormous, far larger than the historical Florida black wolf was said to be, with a powerful build, long legs, and a coat of pure, jet black fur. Its eyes glow in the camera's flash with a fierce, yellow intensity. The animal is a perfect predator, a shadow-given form. After the photo was released, more sightings began to be reported, confirming the existence of not just one animal, but a small, breeding population. Scientists are now scrambling to understand what they are dealing with. Is this a resurrected population of the original Florida black wolf, having evolved to a larger size in the absence of human pressure? Or is it something new, a hybrid of wolf and something else, or a northern gray wolf that has adapted and migrated south? For now, it has been given a new name, the dire wolf of Florida, a nod to the massive prehistoric wolf. The return of this apex predator is a stunning development, a sign that even when we declare a species gone forever, the wilderness can sometimes have other plans. We end our journey back where we began, in the mighty Amazon River, a world of water that holds life on a colossal scale. Here lives a fish that is itself a living fossil, the pirarucu, or arapaima. It is one of the world's largest freshwater fish, an air-breathing predator that has stalked these waters since the Jurassic period. They are known to reach incredible sizes, but a recent catch by local fishermen has reset the bar for what is considered a giant. Using traditional methods, a group of fishermen in a remote Brazilian tributary landed a pirarucu of truly epic proportions. The fish measured over 15 feet in length and weighed in at an estimated 300 pounds. Its scales, each as large as a human hand, formed a flexible coat of armor. Its head was bony and ancient-looking, its mouth capable of swallowing its prey whole. Pulling the behemoth into their small canoe was a monumental struggle, a battle between man and a creature that has outlived the dinosaurs. The catch is more than just a record, it is a symbol of the raw, untamed power of the Amazon. A fish of this size is likely many decades old, a patriarch of the river that has seen generations of fishermen come and go. Its existence proves that despite threats from overfishing and habitat loss, the Amazon's deepest, most remote corners can still nurture and sustain these prehistoric giants. The pirarucu is a testament to survival, a living relic that connects the modern world to a time when monsters were not the exception, but the rule. The anomalies around us are getting stranger. The lines between myth and reality, between the past and the present, are beginning to blur. From the silent watchers in caves to the impossible giants of the rivers and forests, our planet is proving to be a far more mysterious place than we ever imagined. These glimpses into an unseen world are more than just curiosities. They are a profound and humbling message. They tell us that we are not the sole proprietors of this earth, and that our knowledge, vast as it may seem, is but a small island in a great, uncharted ocean of existence. Perhaps these creatures have always been here, living quiet lives in the margins of our world, in the places we cannot or dare not go. Or perhaps, something is changing, a great shift that is pushing these hidden wonders into the light. Whatever the reason, we are now the generation that gets to witness it. We are the ones who must document, question, and try to understand. The responsibility is as immense as the discoveries themselves, for in studying these anomalies, we are ultimately studying the deepest and most surprising capacities of life itself. So we must continue to look and to listen. Sometimes the forest holds secrets older than humans, waiting quietly to be noticed. And as we continue our journey, we must do so with a sense of wonder and with the profound respect that these living mysteries deserve. The age of discovery is not over. In fact, it may have only just begun. The world is still wild, still full of monsters and marvels, and its greatest stories are, perhaps, yet to be told.